I'm gonna repair this shower. That's only ever got to wash dogs. Because it looked like that. So the good thing is, the wall board behind it is intact, so we can use some FRP. So I'm gonna take all this out first. All right, friends, let's get the board down. All right, got those boards out. And then this board here, I'm trying to get it, well, I got this piece removed, but the board, the shower wall, when I was getting it removed, it actually broke this here. And who knew that this is how they put together your wall spigots in a mobile home. So this piece here, that's actually the cold side, this is upside down. This piece broke, and so this is the hot. And so I just put it in there so I can, the water can still be used. But right here, that's the shower spout. So that's just, was in the wall. I've put these boards in as backers for the new faucet, spout, and shower head. But I had to remove this here so I could do that. And I'll put that back once everything is hung. So now, the spout 6 inches off of the height of the tub, and then 28 to 36 off the floor is where your valve goes. And they're gonna have to be right over where the drain is here. Now I'm gonna put it together, but I need to replace that, and this is humped up. And this is just a plastic tub here, but I have used this tool to try to unscrew that, and it just spins. And the more it spins, the more this hump moves. And so I tried to tighten it, see if I can make it do opposite. It does not. So I don't like that, but this has got to come out because I have to address that, or I'm gonna have a rotten floor. Such a big mess. Ain't playing around. That's what after being sick all over a week ago. Time to clean this crap up. All right, got all that mess cleaned up. It filled a trash bag. So I've got some hardware cloth. I'm gonna cut some pieces and lay across there. See if I can take care of that hole too. Try to keep the mice out, and then that's the piece that I was fighting here. So I'm going to get it off of there and go to Lowe's. See what I can get to replace that. Alright, got some hardware cloth. Try to close in them holes. Keep mice from getting in. Now it's time to go find one of these. Alright, drop the tub back in. Got this new spout put in. Run some plumbing putty around it. I could not get rid of this hump here, but it's because the drain is tilted, not the spout, the actual piping underneath there. So that's the most that I could do. Right, now it's time to, we're gonna fit the piping on the wall. I need to turn the water off so this will quit dripping and I can get everything in place. $5. It's a pretty cool drill, even though it's old and they don't make it anymore. Press this down and turn your hand the direction you want to go. Less if you want to go slower. More if you want to go faster. It's pretty cool. All right, got it plumbed and mounted. I'm gonna turn the water on. Let's see if it leaks or not. Well, got a leak. That's great. All right, so what, didn't have to cut it, actually just unscrewed this and then did one revolution. So let's see, that is enough to keep it from leaking. All right, got this piece of 1/4 inch drywall back on. So now I'm gonna get the FRP board and skin the wet opening here so we can have a functional shower. Now I've got a couple pieces of FRP on. Had to add in this 6-inch piece here, since that is 54 wide and these only come 48 inches wide. And this one here, I used the piece that came off of the wall as the template. And so doing that, it didn't go all the way to the ceiling. So I'll have to reuse that piece of trim there and cover up that mistake. And so I have to compensate for that when I get over here to this side. So far, things looking good. This is what I'm using to put on the wall and then stick this stuff down, and it is holding really good. So now this side is what's left, and I don't know if that right there is going to stick out past the wall, because it can't. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do, because I need this barrel size where it calls for 1/2 inch. Well, it's 1/2 inch thread there, but a 1/2 inch piece of pipe is actually too big for the nozzle. So I had to pull it back out of there because I had to switch this piece here because it was a thread end. And so the thread end made the 1/2 inch nipple too big. And so I needed this size, so I had to switch that in. And when I did, I found moisture here and here. And so I retaped both sides, and as this one was getting tightened, I cracked that thing. So I had to go, and I got another one of those, but then I also got this, so this one 100% won't crack. So I'm gonna put that together, get this back on the wall, and water hook back up so I can turn the water on. All right. Got the new piece on there. After I installed it, it cracked again. So put another piece there and put it on with a wrench. And I'm about to go pressurize it and see if it'll hold water. All right, got this other piece of FRP in. It did take a little bit of trimming several times to get it right. But the good thing is all of those holes that were too wide will be covered up. So this is glued on, and then it'll be time to put all the beauty pieces on, and then the handles, and then another spout, and the spout up here, and then we can hang the shower sprayer. All right, it's time for this stuff. This is going to be the nozzle. It is magnetic. Look at that. That's the hose. There's the spout and the collar. This is going to be hot and cold. And there's the spout. And there's the gloves I'm not going to wear. We'll need some caulking around that there. All right, that's in. I've got to cut a little off of this here so it will fit to the wall. Okay. There's a set screw there. There is an O-ring inside of there. Just have to push it on. There it is. So I don't have silicone with me to go ahead and seal this up. This here. So I'm going to leave the Allen here, and I can do this set screw. All right, got that spun up on there. Let's get this put on. All right. Where it goes. Now I'm gonna put this trim back up. Gonna have to find some trim to go here. Clean this tub up. Yeah, I got updates. So the fitting that I didn't replace, about 3 hours after I had this completely closed, split and started spraying in the wall. So I had to tear the FRP off, and then fortunately this came off on its own. But I gotta get my putty knife and try to get this piece of drywall off here so I can screw it back onto the wall, and try to remove all this here so I can re-glue it. So fortunately, Hayden was sitting across the hall from it and heard the pop and went and cut the water off. Fortunately, it was before Lowe's closed and I was able to go and get parts because I had to guess at what was broken. So I got fittings to replace that whole side, and fortunately it was the fitting that had the stainless that goes to CPVC slip, which was like $6 versus the fitting I put on it that was $2. So my $4 lesson was I should have gone ahead and gotten both stainless fittings to go onto the brass valve and been done with it. But here we are. So it was a lesson that I learned and hopefully can share with you guys and don't make the same mistake I did. So now I get to put this thing back together and hopefully be done today. Fortunately, this little Harbor Freight scraper here let's get this stuff off. Now, that's not a razor blade, it's blunt, but you can use this to scrape silicone off of like aluminum surfaces, plastic. That's what I used it for on the Lincoln MKZ when we did the water pump. So good little tool to have. All right, got some more adhesive. Got it back up there. I'm gonna let it dry before I tackle that. And I gotta get that drain. Yeah, plumber's putty didn't do any good. The threads don't really grab.
Yeah, some stuff won't come out, but it's 30 years old and it's plastic. Alright, got some trim up, got the bright spot shower curtain. Let's hang that bar. Bar and curtain. And there's the outer. So it is light enough, even though it's blue, so they can see what they're washing.